Buzzwords of the 90s have included recycling and the environment. The Department of Environmental Protection is using these phrases to justify closing all unlined landfills in the state. Now, an unlined landfill is one without a membrane liner to collect chemicals and pollutants from deposited waste. As Kristen Pompeo found out, the town of Scituate has an unlined landfill, and members of the community are fighting for its life.
Recently, Scituate has found out it may have to close the town's landfill. The Department of Environmental Protection has issued a regulation stating that all unlined landfills in the state must stop accepting solid waste after January 1st, 1994. This regulation has caused discontent amongst public officials and residents.
We didn't expect it. We've been told, or we've had studies done over the years that gave us every indication it would have anywhere from 15 to 20 years left on this landfill. So we had planned on it. We certainly didn't intend to spend hundreds of thousands, if not millions of dollars of money on the landfill in the near future.
I think it's a sad thing. The town just spent a lot of money just to establish this recycling center. And it's, it seems like a waste of money that they have to close this down right away, and it's going to obviously it's going to reflect in the cost of the town having to find another landfill or finding a place to dispose of the rubbish.
The cost just to close the landfill could amount to $3 million, which would come down to another $200 to $300 in tax money for residents.
Well, the residents are again disappointed. The residents are realizing the amount of money that would have to be raised if this landfill is closed. I think, like everything else, like many other things in town that we take for granted, this is a perfect example of it. We've all taken this landfill for granted since it's been here. It's been very convenient. We had no charge. It was a free landfill up till about 2 years ago. We put a nominal $10 a year fee on there.
When the landfill was built in 1975, a slurry trench was constructed to stop the leachate from polluting the water supply. The slurry trench was approved by the DEP at that time, and over the years assessments testing the effectiveness of the trench to keep out pollutants have been positive. Now the DEP wants to close all unlined landfills despite these proven effective measures.
We learned of it in mid-August, as best I can understand. And what we've been trying to do from that time forward is, first of all, try to understand what the process has been for Department of Environmental Protection issuing their regulations. And then secondly, try to, number one, get the department to meet with me so that I can express to them personally my concern about this policy. And secondly, try to formulate some amendments to the present regulations.
These regulations have angered public officials and residents because they don't feel the DEP gave them proper warning before passing the regulation. Hines and the Scituate officials are working on legislation to change the regulations and at least get an extension on the January 1st, 1994 closing, or not to have to close at all.
Yes, the town of Scituate was upset, and I think rightly so. And I am upset. Any public official who's not given sufficient advance warning of such a major policy question that has not only implications in terms of the actual administration of a community and the public health of the community, namely where is the solid waste going to go in that community, but also has extraordinarily significant financial burdens to the community, you should be upset.
If we can't have a landfill, I mean, they tell us what we can't do, but I'd like to know what we can do. You've got to have a plan for where we're going to put this material.
Officials hope to have more plans for the future of the landfill by mid-December. From Scituate, this is Kristen Pompeo for Newsbeat 53.